Can you hike in jeans? Of course you can, but should you? That's a different story. A few words of preface. I'm from the generation that converted jeans from workwear to a cultural uniform. There was a decade of my life when that was all I wore. And when you got holes in the knees, you just cut off the legs and wore them as shorts. A friend of mine asked the rhetorical question, can cutoffs ever really be too short? As a young man, I usually hiked in some wool army surplus pants. But in summer, I wore cutoffs. And when I returned to hiking in my 50s, I started out in jeans. Jeans have some positive points. They're cheap, durable, and you likely already own them. Well worn, they can be soft and comfortable, and familiarity is a good thing. Plus, on some hikers, they look pretty darn fashionable. But as the miles pile up, they can cause chafing and discomfort. Plus, traditional jeans are not very flexible on large steps up and down, and the coarseness of the seams can cause chafing when you're on an extended hike. However, flexible jeans are available nowadays, and you can avoid some of these problems. There are also small differences. Jeans have open pockets from which you might lose your keys or wallet on a challenging hike. Hiking pants, or shorts in this case, tend to have lots of Velcroed and zippered pocket options. For example, with a rear zipper, it's unlikely that you would lose your wallet. And these have a nice option, which is a small lanyard to hold your car key so it won't fall out, for example, if you're doing a rock scramble. A definite advantage to hiking pants over jeans. Nevertheless, when I returned to hiking, I wondered why most hikers wore those distinctive tan hiking pants. On my second hike, I found out why. I got caught in a summer thunderstorm and my jeans got soaked in the rain. They suddenly weighed 10 times more, and in the cold of the storm, they provided no insulation whatsoever. And the jeans were very slow to dry after the storm passed. Wearing them was plain old uncomfortable. I switched to hiking pants, picking up this exact pair at an Eddie Bauer outlet store for about $20. A decade later, they continue to provide good service. The first thing I noticed was the incredible flexibility of hiking pants on large steps. They allow more movement. Hiking pants are significantly lighter than jeans when dry, and most come with a waterproof coating, but that does wear off in multiple washings. So now we're going to do an experiment with a pair of jeans and a pair of hiking pants to simulate getting caught in a thunderstorm or wading across a river. I've soaked these pants and let's see how much they weigh wet. Stepping on a scale, the wet jeans, 4.8 pounds. And let's take a look at the hiking pants. The hiking pants are 2 pounds. So the wet jeans are double the weight when they're wet. I'll tell you, when you're wearing them, it feels like they weigh 20 pounds. But that is one of the problems of hiking in jeans. They get wet, they get heavy, and they dry very slowly. These nylon hiking pants will be dry in a very short time. The jeans are pretty much wet for the day. So there you have it. Can you hike in jeans? Of course you can. Should you hike in jeans? Probably not. The biggest problem is what happens to jeans when they get wet. Now, you may look like a dork in your tan hiking pants, but function should prevail over fashion on the trail. With that in mind, hiking pants are just plain better. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and thank you for watching. These have pockets upon pockets upon pockets, and they also have, whoopsie, and they also have this very nice function of a small lanyard to keep your car key secure.